Yeah. So I have seen internal memos and things communicated to different developers and different people in the company that would, how can I say this without getting yelled at?
It's confirmed. College Football 25 will have a totally different look, sound, and feel from Madden 25, or whatever they decide to call it this year. From the gameplay mechanics to the player models and graphics. In this video, we'll be going over all the reasons why College Football 25 may just be better than Madden this year. And despite what EA projects the sales for CFB 25 to be, I anticipate it even outselling Madden. I have had so many comments on this channel alone saying stuff like College Football 25 is just gonna be a reskin, and it is time to set the record straight. And for those who are wondering, no, I'm not endorsed by EA, but I have learned a few things about game design. I'm currently working on my bachelor's degree in game development, so trust me when I say I know what I'm talking about when it comes to game engines. We even have a response from a reliable source close to EA Sports on Team Builder, and if it will make its way into the game this year, and also proof that there are two different teams working on college football and Madden. So sit back, relax, as we dive into the new updates around College Football 25. But before we get into this video, I'm trying to get to 7,000 subscribers before the game drops. All right, if 25-30% of the people that actually watch my videos would subscribe, we can do that in like a day or two. So hit the subscribe button, it's right there. It takes 2 seconds. I promise it won't hurt you, but it's gonna definitely help me grow and continue pushing content like this. Also, if you want a free copy of College Football 25, I will be giving out a few when the game drops. So just follow me on Twitter and be sure you subscribe to the channel to find out how you can enter. But let's get into the video. First, let's address the Frostbite Game Engine. All right, it's no surprise that EA Sports will be using the Frostbite Engine on College Football 25. Actually, most of their games, if not all of them, use this same engine. If you're unfamiliar with game engines, I'll briefly explain. A game engine, also referred to as a development software, supports the framework of a game. Developers can use game engines to construct games for different types of platforms like PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. It's essentially the core functionality provided by the game engine to render 2D or 3D graphics, the physics or collision detection, sound, code, animation, or artificial intelligence. There are other known game engines that developers use to create games like the Unreal Engine, Unity, or CryEngine, to name a few. Some developers with limited budgets use pre-designed engines to core or power their games, but this can be pretty costly. So for example, if EA wanted to use Unreal Engine to make College Football 25, then they would have to pay Epic Games, the creator of the Unreal Engine, each time they develop a game on their software. So to allocate funds and resources to pay for player likenesses through the NIL deal, or pay the salaries for different developers to work on different games, creating your own game engine is probably a better financial option than giving it to somebody else. And it gives you more control over your licensing and creative power. As for the Frostbite engine, it is owned by EA Sports, and that gives EA more power to create the games we love and play, like Madden, UFC, FIFA, or NHL. That's not to say that all these games aren't buggy or don't have rendering issues, because let's face it, we all have had our troubles with these games. But that's not on the game engine. That's the code within the engine. That's developers' knowledge on how to fix certain coding issues. That's playtesters not having the time to break the game before the game is released to the public. If College Football 25 sucks, it won't be because of the Frostbite engine. It will be because the developers didn't find a solution to what the fans wanted in a college football game. Matt Brown said it best in his interview with Trasher Football on YouTube. Check it out.
This is the legitimate most asked question I've gotten, and I know you've commented on this a lot, but there are a lot of people that think this is going to be a Madden reskin.
Yeah. So here's what I can say about that, because I see this all the time too, and I have some empathy and some sympathy for this concern, because EA has done a lot of things to make you not want to automatically give them the benefit of the doubt. But here's what I can share with you about vis-a-vis reskins, right? The number one thing that I read, and I'm sure you hear the same things here too, are, well, this game's on the Frostbite engine, and so is Madden. Therefore, it's got to be the same kind of game. And I think some of that speaks to some misconceptions about what a game development engine is. But virtually every engine can be repurposed and used for lots of different kind of games, right? Did they make Madden on Frostbite? Yeah. They made Battlefield on Frostbite. They did PGA Golf on Frostbite. I think they did the hockey game on Frostbite and Plants vs. Zombies and a bunch of other games, right? If you guys go upstairs or you go sit down with your Xbox and your PlayStation libraries and look at all your games, I think you'll be shocked to see how many of them use Unreal, or how many of them were built with Unity, or how many of them share a lot of software development tools, even if their genres have nothing to do with each other. The engine does not exclusively dictate what kind of game you have. You can make the same kind of game in a lot of different engines. What matters is the code. What matters is the system architecture and the people that are building it. What I can tell you is that the people that are building EA Sports College Football 25 are different from the people that have made Madden. The game from 2014 had to be completely rebuilt. You can't just use the code from EA Sports College Football 14, Control-C, Control-V it in your new development environment, update a few things and say you have a game. It was 2 console systems ago. You have to rebuild the whole damn thing. What I suspect many of the people who are bitching about it being a Madden reskin are really just trying to say, I feel like the Madden franchise is too dependent on Ultimate Team Mode cash transactions, which is a very valid and legitimate concern. If that's what you mean, just say that. Like, don't try to couch it in a bunch of other things. There's going to be an Ultimate Team Mode in this game, but like I do know that like the company is not expecting the same kind of revenue from Ultimate Team and college football than they are from Madden. College football and the NFL are different, and the people making this game know that, and the corporate leaders at EA know that, and they're trying to build 2 fundamentally different kind of games.
Some really good stuff in that interview. I will link the link to that video in the description of this one. But to get back on topic, don't worry about the game being on the same engine if that's going to be the issue. It actually helps keep the funds available for EA Sports to put elsewhere, like networking licensing or salaries for more designers with better ideas. What we should be worried about is if EA is getting the right people to play test their games, who will literally break the game, who will try to find exploits and bugs before it hits the shelves in July. But all in all, I do not think this game will be a reskin. Definitely not, because it's using the same engine. All right, but if you guys got any questions on this matter, please hit me up in the comment section. I love the dialogue that's happening underneath my videos. Next, I wanted to talk real quick about Team Builder. Again, Matt Brown talks a little bit about Team Builder. You know, will it be back in the game? Can gamers finally create their dream team in an ESPN title?
Yeah, so I have seen internal memos and things communicated to different developers and different people in the company that would, how can I say this without getting yelled at? Further speak to the idea that user-generated content is going to be important in this game. And I would say that if you are a fan and your chief concern right now is that you will not have a team builder-like experience, I would say, I think you should relax. What you choose to take from what I just said is between you and God, because I cannot specifically say, I think, the 10 words that you'd like me to say, but you know, take that statement for what it's worth.
So there you have it. That's pretty much him saying, yeah, it's in the game, without him saying, yeah, it's in the game. What is this feature? What will it entail? We have no idea. Matt Brown does not specify anything else beyond what we just heard about Team Builder. But it is a pretty reliable source, and I'd have to say it's safe to say we will be getting some kind of creative team in College Football 25. I said it first, and everybody is just pretty much reiterating what I've already said. These are my guesses. These are my anticipated features, and they're coming to life. They're coming into fruition. But that'll do it for this video. I appreciate all the support on the channel. If you guys want more College Football 25 news, it would behoove you to subscribe to the channel. As always, keep it locked. I'll catch you on the next one.